Hey guys, it's Dormee here at Studio JR, and it's another Fridays with Dormee, third one, so this is looking good. Today I'm going to show you my composing process and how I work with other people. And so let's go ahead and sit at my desk here, my workstation. Oh yeah, and some of you may be curious to know, like, what all of these things are. These are actually my vape products. I'm a big vapester, and I have a couple vaping products that I vape from here. Let's see, this is my eLeaf Eye Care, my Vision Sky Now, my iStick, or 8 stick, V8 stick from Smock. And then the newest is my mod from Voopoo called Drag, and it has my Heracles tank on it. For all you nerds and vapesters out there, that's what I use, and I like to try a lot of different flavors, and a lot of these I could probably clean off because they're empty or about empty, but I just haven't done it yet. Anyway, I have a project opened up here. I wanted to show you a little bit about my composing process, but let's talk about it first. So mainly my composing process is melodic first. I know some EDM composers start with beats, but I start with chord progressions and melody, and I do that all on my keyboard. Whoop, there's my keyboard. I sit down there usually at the very start. Well, first I'll open up a project on my computer, a Logic Pro 10 project, the music software I use, and then I'll go ahead and sit down at my keyboard and just mess around for the next half hour until I find something that really clicks with me and that I really like, and then I'll repeat that to make sure I have it in my head, and then I'll come down and sit here at my computer, and there we go. At my computer and program it in, just like the piano part, not meaning that it's going to be necessarily piano. I might change it to synthesizer, or most likely I will change it to a different synthesizer. And so I start with a main idea and I build around that idea, and I usually don't through compose, which means I start at the very beginning and then just keep composing until it's finished. I usually start with the main idea, which is the drop or the beat pumping action part of the song, and then I'll work on the beginning. So I'll start with the drop. So here's a new song that'll be released on my new album coming out probably next year, next spring, and it's called All Night Long. Let me give you a sneak peek of the drop. Make sure it's not too loud. I've got it hooked up to my big stereo this time, so hopefully you guys can hear it pretty well. And the hook here actually comes from the vocals, that sometimes I'll record live vocals on my microphone right here, and other times I'll find royalty-free vocals online and see if they'll work with my song, and I'll have to kind of finesse them, make sure they're on time and in rhythm with what I've got, and then maybe pitch the vocals up or down according to the key that I've composed in, or I might pitch my whole composition up or down according to the key that the vocals are in. So it just really depends. A lot goes into it. But this song, sorry, very shaky. Let's see if I can hold that more steady. This song in particular, I actually started with watching a tutorial, and the tutorial was for a piano. I'll play that for you right now. Sorry, my hand is so shaky. So it actually really is a piano chord progression, and I kind of built around that whole chord progression, and then I started adding plucks to that. Let's see, so I'll solo that. Let's take another listen. So I start adding synthesizers to the piano. So all these are synthesizers right here. Then I usually, sometimes I'll add like a beat to it just to give it some more momentum, and then sometimes I'll add like a little box, little vocal clips. So that gives you a little idea of, well, sorry my hand is so shaky. And then I'll usually, last of all, I'll add the vocals. Let's see if I've got the vocals on here. I'm gonna, so I don't want to show you the whole song and spoil it for you when the album actually is released. I want it to be fresh for you guys. But I'll just give you a clip of the beginning with the vocals and all the instruments added. So I start with piano, add synthesizers, add beats, and then add vocals. And this is what it turns out to be. Oh, and sound effects, if you can hear the rain. So that's called, let's see if it adjusts. Okay, there we go. That's called All Night Long, and it features an interesting name, Scotty Guff. Scotty Guff. Interesting name. I found it on a website called looperman.com. Found her vocals, and they were perfect for this song. And so that's kind of my composing process. It doesn't always work that way, but a lot of the times what I'll do is start with the keyboard back here, then program it into my computer, then add synthesizers around that main idea I found on the keyboard, and then and drums and beats and I'll usually work on the drop first, then go back to the intro, then do the interlude and the second drop, or maybe a third drop, and then of course add little extra things here and there. Working with people like J Drop, he has a lot of ideas for me to use. He's very energetic, and I really appreciate his energy. And also, I'm working on a new project. I'm actually helping a friend with an EP of his. He goes by AC3, or Alien Circuits 3, AC3, and I can't show any of it to you now because it's kind of top secret, confidential right now, but it will be releasing, we're hoping the end of August, and it's looking like that's going to be very workable and doable. So working with other people is a lot of fun because they have other ideas, and they can totally transform the creative experience and really come up with some cool ideas that I would never have thought of. So anyway, that's it for today's blog, or vlog, I guess. So be sure to follow me on my social media. All the links will be in the description below. I really apologize for my hand. It's like really tired and it's shaking the camera. But anyway, and you can support me on Patreon or donate via PayPal. I really appreciate that. And of course, you can hear my new single, Dance for Life. That'll be linked in the description below. You can stream it or download it. And until next Friday, I'll see you guys later.